All right, we're live. What's going on, everybody who's here? I thank Brad a lot for joining me. His first time on my stream, so I heavily appreciate it. Value his opinions and all this other stuff too. The truth hurts, and he tells you the good truth. He's the one that tells me it's just be patient and stay the course, and that's what I'm going to do.
We've all been there. We've all been rabid.
Yeah.
We've all been feral, and it just takes time. Watch a guy like Brian goes blue. Watch a guy like Tony, even though you don't really see the full workings of the machine that is that basement.
Oh God, yes.
But they you kind of pick your shots, and when the things get really cheap, you just bite the bullet and buy them. Maybe worry about the slip later. Don't worry about the slip. Just take your time.
I just heavily appreciate everybody.
How many? So let's just say, let's take an example. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In the past 5 years, how many releases have there been of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the original?
I think at least 10.
You see what I mean? So the hot new release is just the hot new release. Take your time, figure out which one you want, and then pursue that one. And if you got to wait for a good deal on eBay because it goes OOP or whatever, so what?
That's kind of the truth. It's like with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one I got, the original was the steelbook of that. Was it Dark Sky Films, I think. And
I mean, there was a really cool FYE steelbook everybody had. Then there was an okay Best Buy steelbook people wanted, and then there was a cool truck that had an apron in it and all this other shit everybody had to have. That apron with the truck thing.
I remember the truck, yeah.
Black Maria, still available brand new today.
Yeah.
Today you can buy that thing. It's not the end of the world. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre limited edition from Second Sight is still available today to buy brand new. Now you can't get the direct one from Second Sight, that's sold out. But the one without the extra lobby cards is still available. So like I said, pace yourself, wait. Yeah. Maybe it's your birthday or something, or your Christmas present for yourself. Splurge on some of these big ticket items, but that would be my thing, is to pace yourself. And for me, it's like I see that Second Sight set and I go, "That's really nice." I'd rather wait till the standard edition's on sale for $15 and buy 4 standard editions of 4 different movies than one big edition. So it's all just to play it the way you want to play it. But like I said, patience.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I was like that with even with the Evil Dead stuff. So I just have the steelbook to the first Evil Dead, and I have a 4K to the second one, 4K to the remake. I like Army of Darkness. It's just like so for me. It's kind of all over the place film. It's still great, but and then it's one of those things too. You can still get that set that has the first 2 films and then the series. And that set, I think you can still get that for pretty cheap too. So
the big chainsaw thing,
yeah,
you can still get it. You can still get it. Everybody had to have it day one. Very rarely do these big sets sell out immediately, but it does happen. It does happen. So
it's only for those hardcore type of fans, which I agree with. Hey, that's all good. It's like,
I mean, if you're Tony and you need everything, I get it. But like I said, just don't go crazy, because it can happen. It can happen.
Yeah, but it's like
what the fuck? Why did I spend $600 this month on plastic and cardboard? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not up here. I'm not without sin myself. Like I said, the 4K of The Legend of Boggy Creek. The second that was announced, I paid full price for it. I almost crashed the car to pre-order it.
It's a good director. Is it the same director that did the first?
I'm out of my mind. That's the point I'm making. Everyone can do this, and you don't. I could wait for a sale or Black Friday, and it'll still be there. I know it'll still be there, but I couldn't help. I want it the first day I can have it. I want it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can preach from a position of being the same kind of sinner. But even still, there are exceptions. That big Exorcist box that everybody wants sold out in seconds. It did. On Amazon. Not even the hardcore guys, not even Tony could get one.
Yeah. So I mean, when it works, it works, and that was the thing too. That one stream I was in, I think it was it was Uncle Bill's because he was doing, the new releases that Vinegar Syndrome is doing. I'm looking at that. The only one that looks interesting is it's that one collection. That's the second collection, one with the bird on it. I guess it's one of the Beak films and stuff. It looks interesting. But other than that, and Bill said it too. He's all like, people that get all this stuff are either blue tubers that have a lot, money,
Bill,
stuff like that.
Bill Aaron is a little bit of a hypocrite, though.
Yeah.
The difference is I don't buy the big buy. I don't buy everything. Aaron buys most everything, and he will get on there and he's never mentioned names, but he'll get on there and criticize guys like Tony, who do buy everything. Aaron just buys almost everything. So I'd never criticize somebody the way they collect, but I would say that a word of caution. We just went through a big bunch of sales, the summer sales, the spring sales.
Yeah.
There will be again fall and winter sales coming, the Black Friday time frame, pre-Black Friday, all that stuff. So those are when I'm most active. Summer sale especially, and then Black Friday sale. That's when I load up on all the studio titles and stuff like that I missed.
That's a good idea. It's like watching Bub's video on was thought about doing today, and I'm like going, I can't do it because, like you say, we all have bills to pay and all that other stuff too, and there's nothing.
Even Alan, for instance. Let's say Alan. We've all got FOMO. There's certain titles that he can't wait for, and I understand that. But let's say even a Kino title, which is $10 less on the sale. Yeah. From 27 to 17, whatever. I don't know what they are pre-order, maybe even a little higher, but let's say it's $10. $10 is not much, just to guarantee the slip and all that stuff. I get that, but over 10 titles that you didn't wait on, that's $10. Now just imagine how many extra titles you could have got for that extra $100. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, exactly. You just wait for that. And like I say, Kino has those sales. Like one of the ones I'll show, one I believe I got was just their stuff that they're, just like $10 each for those. Those are kind of the classic titles.
Well, if you don't wait for a Kino sale, they're $25, $20 Blu-rays, So if you wait for a sale, they're $10. You could buy one for $25 or almost $3 for, depending on what you get, $8 ones, almost $3 for the price of one.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pays to wait. But nobody has a problem waiting for the Criterion sale.
They do not.
Nobody has a problem waiting for the Kino sale, but this other shit, they're like, no, I can't wait. Because I don't know that there's guaranteed a chapter and verse sale coming up. But Black Friday's coming, and there will be sales, no matter what it is.
Like with Criterions and all those other stuff, it's the same thing. I wait till they're $20. Mostly all the Criterions I've gotten for $20. I mean, even the 4K of the Virgin Suicides from Criterion I got for $20. Lost Highway 4K, it's $20. I got it, so it's like I say, to your point, you wait for those sales. Okay, I'll just go ahead and start here. Here's my order. I'm gonna unbox this bad boy. That's one of the more interesting packages I've ever seen them do.
Hit the view thing where you can split it. Can't you split it and have you on the big screen and me on the side? Should be below the screen there. The cutout.
Right. Solo layout. There we go. Perfect. Kind of fun. Quick, what's up, Spicy? Thank you for joining. I know Brad has another name for you. Appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, my brother. Was it? Yeah. So this is the first. I've shopped from Hamilton a few times. First time I forgot what I got. The second time I know I got is almost the same type of stuff that Brad, my brother over here, got. This is the second time, like I say, Donnie Brasco got from them. Cheap. Like I said, these are good stuff. Cheap, like Trapped. I remember seeing this a long time ago. It's been a minute, so.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I just saw it and looked a little into it and thought, well, I'm gonna pick that up.
And it's Courtney Love in the back. So he's been, of course, this one. It was just a wreck, and when you can get for $5, and this is a good movie. You can get this on Amazon for cheap. Neon Demon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just when Darren mentions Keanu Reeves in it, like a spot and like all good, and then because it's Sam Elliott, I mean, I'm gonna get this. I mean,
$4 $4
Yeah.
can't beat it.
Yeah. And
there is a 4K coming.
Yeah.
But, does that really need a 4K? I don't know, but it's a good movie. And it's not what you think it is. Just go into it knowing that it's a drama. It's about a man's relationship with his brother primarily. So it's not.
That's what I kind of like about films like that. It's not what you think. And if you're pleasantly surprised, I really like that.
And if you go into it knowing it's a drama, the high spots in it will hit better. They will make you.
And I like creature features for the most part too. So it's like anything that you kind of put stuff like this to. It's like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I really like that film. What it was. It was pretty good. And then this one, it was from the Kino sale. And like I said, it was like, or before this sale, they had their classics or whatever it was. And that's Rush, of course.
Yeah.
My parents used to talk about this film. Like I say, Sam Elliott, another one, but that's where I get a lot of these ideas from, is from my parents originally. My mother, my father mentioned that is like, because I wanted to watch it and they wouldn't let me because he says it's a rough film, Chris. It has, it can get really, really, really deep in there. I know there's use of cocaine, and it's Jennifer Jason Leigh, and it's heavy sex, and it's Jason Patric, right? So, and I've seen him in other stuff. And like say Sam Elliott being that part. All right, let's see what I have. Now there is little shaking in here, so I'm thinking something's busted. So let's open this bad boy up. That's okay. Let's up. Whoop. Now I remember one of the titles I thought about. Okay. And this was the cheapest I found it, and just finished that up. And that's the Giallo Essentials. This is the blue one. This is their latest one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
This was $60 on
I think I have all the movies in that one though. That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. It's like, so it's like the forbidden photos of a lady above suspicion are on here. Death walks on high heels, and Death walks at midnight. So good stuff, and all the colors of Giallo, and this is one of them. I actually like that. That looks cool. So it's the blue with the yellow. So I really like that. So yeah, $60. $59.95 technically. Okay, it's something in here. Who knows? But it's from Unearthed Films, Torched.
Haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it either. That's the thing. When I saw it, I'm like, I'm picking it up.
Is it Japanese?
What's that?
Is it Japanese?
Filmed by Ryan Nicholson.
Well, definitely not Japanese.
Yeah, $4.95 for this. So it's like, why not? And
$4.95 for Unearthed Films. That's a good price.
MBD Visual. So
yeah, MBD puts out the Unearthed Films line.
Very nice. Ooh, and it came with the slip. So Tony probably has this. Daniel Day-Lewis and Lincoln. Just because it's Daniel Day-Lewis, thought I'd check this up. $5.95 with the slip. Come on now.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, and Daniel Day-Lewis, he's one of my favorite actors. He's a trippy dude. There Will Be Blood. I love There Will Be Blood.
Oh yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson.
He's a psycho. And then this
you get about halfway through and you stop and check the chat.
Yeah, of course. That's actually a good idea. Thank you, sir. All right. All is well. Mr. Allen, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. You're doing good.
What's up, Alan?
Saying hi to Pops. Hi to Spacioli. There you go. That actually kind of works there.
Somebody else called him Spoli in the chat, too. Did you see that? There you go.
Category 3 and me. Awesome name. Love it.
Great name. I love the name. That's an awesome name. Whoever that is came up with that. It's pretty great.
Yeah. So great stuff there. Spacioli and stuff like that. So yeah, all good. Thanks y'all for joining. I really heavily appreciate it. Great stuff. Yeah, just showing that one last one here. Show. Just keep this and this was This was the cheapest one. God, Eric Roberts and Dennis Hopper, Blood Red.
I haven't seen that. Eric Roberts is great. Dennis Hopper's great.
Yeah, $195. This is the cheapest one. It's Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
It's Eric Roberts.
Yeah, I would give it a try for $2 if I would have seen it.
Starring Eric Roberts and Dennis Hopper. Tale of Honor and Revenge. Okay. Set in California's wine country. So it looks like it was done back in the day. Or a different time, because you see Eric Roberts, they're wearing
gear. It's like the Old West or something.
Yeah. So. And so, yeah, that's really truly it. Here, just the quick stack there of the goodies. So yeah,
and they had the Jallo Essentials there. They're getting more stuff, not just returns. They're getting new inventory. So
yeah, they had the other.
It's not returns in Hamilton Book. What it is overstocks.
Yeah, overstocks.
So they're on the shelves and they get pulled off from Walmart, Canadian Walmart, a lot of places, and they sell a pallet of stuff brand new to places like Hamilton Books to resell.
I thought that account was banned for life.
No, brought it back just for you.
Do you have anything on you, Brad? Or you want me to keep
going? No, I got a package in from Alan. I'm going to open at some point, but
yeah, I'll leave that to you, like your own stream and stuff.
Well, it's a whole thing, and I want to check them. I want to make sure I got enough to do a haul. But Ryan, Dr. Ordinary, sent me some stuff. He gave to Alan to send to me next time. He was sending some stuff, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna.
Very nice. Yeah, hell yeah, very nice. Cool deal. Okay. Well, shall get the full screen here, and just what I got in through Amazon. One that just finally showed up that I got last night, and then I remember just seeing the trailer for this, and it was cheap on Amazon. I think it was like $20 at the time, and I'm like, it's a Walter Hill film, one of his early ones. I had to get it. That Streets of Fire.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's the trailer for this is awesome. William Dafoe is in this, and then Sarandon is in this. Chris Sarandon, I think. But yeah, it's almost an all-star cast. It's almost like for what the trailer looks like, it's basically, hero rescues the dame in distress, but it's almost like a West Side Story type of a thing, and like rocking 80s type trippy thing and stuff like that. So it's the first time I've heard about it before, and it's like Walter Hill, and then I realized it, like, oh yeah, Extreme Prejudice, which is my favorite Walter Hill film. So
Walter Hill did 48 Hours, another 40 Hours. He did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he did a great stuff, and then of course the most trippiest WTF director probably ever, of course, Inland Empire. This is David Lynch's. This is a long one. It's like 180 minutes. Two discs on here. They're two different movies, I guess. There's a lot of extras on here, but that's David Lynch. And I tried to do a Tony there. That's what I did. I got that up and tried to put it in here. I wanted it over here, but so
it worked out.
It's all good. And then just since Bob's Blu-rays did yesterday, just hadn't seen any of those movies. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of these are blind buys for me. I've heard about them. A lot of them I do look at trailers for some of these. Like I say, the Blood Red one was just since it's Dennis Hopper and Eric Roberts. Like I say, Eric Roberts is a trippy, cool actor, and seeing those two on the screen together, I mean, it's like going, why not? So I'm going to see what that's about. So it's like cool stuff. Okay. And like I say, Bob's Blu-rays did his thing. He posted it last night, and he just showed his subscriber mail, what he got, and some other stuff that he picked up at Half Price Books. I'm close to a Half Price Books. I've been there a couple times. They're a good place to go to too if you're looking for used Blu-rays and newer Blu-rays. Sometimes, a lot of DVDs. Mine, and his rant about Best Buy is kind of true. I've kind of stated that sometimes in chat and stuff like that. So this is my steelbook of Sisu here.
What was he saying about Best Buy?
Just the packaging sucks and like they're a terrible company. Yeah,
it's getting out of physical media, and it's the same stuff everybody else has been saying for 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm glad Bob's finally caught up, and he's finally opened. He's opening up about it. He's opening the lid on the whole story of Best Buy getting out of the physical media game and then their shitty packaging that's been around for the last 10 years.
Yeah, say
He's
this.
got his finger on the pulse of the physical media world. Let me tell you that, Bob's Blu-ray.
It's like, for me, it started when I actually went to it. I live in California, and there's one in Dublin. Now, is like, through the freeway. And it started happening when I saw that their Blu-ray shelves and stuff like that, those long things were empty because they're doing construction in there. And they're changing up their bottom line. Then I saw a kiosk, a little kiosk. That's where I got regular kiosk, the one that you can look around and all this other shit. That I got the Red Dawn Steelbook and that Nicolas Cage Ghosts of the Badlands or whatever the hell it's called, which I still haven't watched. Which of those
I'll give you a real pro tip when it comes to Best Buy that maybe Bob doesn't know. I mean, it's hard to have something he doesn't know because he knows everything about movies. Physical media is a genius. You just ask him, he'll tell you. In Best Buy, if you go back to the home entertainment, the home theater section, there's usually a small stand. It's a cardboard stand about 4 feet by 4 feet that has 4Ks in it. Now, it's usually just random 4Ks, but sometimes you can get old slips there. Like I think it was the Blade slip I found there. Well, Blade was on sale. All on sale ones had no slip, but the slip I found it back at the home theater section. So that's a nice little, if you can find it, But we all know Best Buy's. They've changed. They want items only over a certain dollar amount, $500, $1,000. That's what they're trying to sell now instead of, physical media of any kind.
Very good. Hey, thanks for jumping by, Mr. Caveman. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Or was it Monkey Dropkick, that like button from one of the movies that they kind of showed off? Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Spicy 4K action, or Spicio. You tell him, Brad, at least it's finally getting with the times. A few years late, but better late than never. Yeah. I do plan on doing it maybe sometime next week, just driving over there, because the last time I was there, that was, he likes to do stuff with grinds his gears and stuff like that, and I can go a little bit further with that.
Well,
I went there, they had it guarded off, so because they were doing construction in there, I'm like going, it begins, I
was in a big A market in literally A market. When I say A market, I mean big city, Nashville. I was in Nashville during the Black Friday times and last year, and I went to four Best Buys they have in Nashville. One out of the four had the physical media, the big displays for Black Friday, the 4Ks and stuff. Only one had them. So it's getting. I mean, I'm worried this year maybe we won't have them at all, but hopefully they do it where they bring in actual physical titles to the store and try to sell them like they've been doing the last few years. Because that's honestly one of my favorite sales, the Black Friday Best Buy 4Ks that you can get for $8.
Yeah, just everything is that
studio
way.
Releases, $10.
Yeah, Tony at Basement Blues mentioned that too. He had one near him, doesn't have it at all, so he has to go to another one closer to his job. You know, and stuff like that too. I was like, how dare you do that to him? It's like, I know I have not yet, but that's definitely coming. There's a few, like I said, I just started have not seen it Tuesdays and stuff like that, and I did my review of Dunkirk. I like that film for Mr. Christopher Nolan. It's the fastest Nolan film I think I've seen. It's not that long, so but it's good.
He's asking about Sisu because you're holding it there.
Yeah, just not yet. But I'm getting there. Like I say, I got that too. I got the 4K at John Wick too. Still need to watch that. So I may be a good double feature for that stuff there. But with this guy, just real quick, looks fine in here. I thought it was a J card in the back. No, it's not. So this is the actual what they did, and you can see the stupid reflection. So
it looks like the plastic got melted.
Yeah. So and I'm like, and this is really the only issue I've had with Best Buy with the shipping, but Bob's point, it's like that way with Amazon. It's the same thing. I mean, it's like it's crappy, stupid little bags and all this other stuff too. And hey, I've watched even UPS and stuff like that. I live across from like a mail sending center and stuff like that. And you'll see the UPS truck. And one time I was just walking to get something to eat, and I used to see the dude just tossing stuff in the truck, and I'm like, that's good. So yeah, but awesome steelbook. I'm not saying, but like you say, just kind of melted there. So like I said, it's just like a quick like industrial like whoop whoop whoop. So it's got that in there.
Yeah, maybe heat it up. You can flatten it out, or just return it. And then order another one and send that one back broken. And
like I said, even with Arrow, because I ordered directly from them, I think this one was just like the last maybe one they had available with the slip. I should have just gotten the steelbook when it's been on sale so many times on their site, and just like that.
Well, that's the Blu-ray. That's
just that little rip, and then just that there. Yeah. You can see that crack, and I'm like going, not too big. I don't fret over a lot of stuff like that anymore, but other than that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. But yeah, for the pre-order, I just did the like I said, for the Psycho 4K set, the Hellraiser 4K set, mostly like you say for the, was it 1 through 4?
Yeah, 1 through 4.
Yeah, Bloodlines is on there. I actually like that film. That film's pretty trippy. It's kind of, there's a scene in the mirror and stuff like that. I have to revisit that scene and stuff like that. I always thought that was cool. And that was kind of done a little bit, I think, before Event Horizon. So since some of it's done in space and it's a kind of backstory. I like Dunkirk, but Sisu is so much better and way faster paced and quick, easy watch. Very cool. I remember that. Thank you, Mr. Action.
I got to check that out.
Unless you buy Futile and then they give you a box instead of a bag. That's very true. No, that's true. If you order just like 1 or 2 things and stuff like that, it's going to be kind of hit and miss. And yeah, he's kind of right about that too. I'm thinking somebody will pick it up. I mean, unless
could be anybody at this point.
Yeah, I mean, because the first 2 Hellraisers are New World Pictures. The other 2 are Dimension Films, so that's under what, Universal? So,
well, if there's a 4K license for that 4 set, that's the UK license. So there's still an availability for American license. Somebody probably already has it.
Yeah,
there's a reason because Arrow has the ability to put them out in America and in the UK. There can be an American release and a UK release,
right,
simultaneously. The fact that they only did the UK release leads everybody to believe that there's an American release coming from someone else, and of course there is. Whoever it's doing it, who knows? But I could easily see Vinegar Syndrome doing a box set for all 4, or even a studio release of all 4, or 1. I mean, who knows? Scream Factory, another one, could be working on it. I never know.
If Scream Factory does it, they'll probably do all of them. Up to
but there won't be a box set. It'll just be a, whatever, like they've been doing, I would assume, because they seem to be anti-box set for some reason.
Because I have the first 2 on Arrow. Those are great transfers from Arrow, by the way. That's the best I've ever seen Hellraiser. People save their Scarlet sets, which I think you can still get for pretty cheap now. I think, but I'm not sure. And then and then I got it was like a cheap DVD set of like all of them that just come in that one and stuff like that. It's like the book, you just turn the discs. It's like those plastic pages, as I call them, all the way up to, I think 6 or 7 or something like that, where it just got bad. A lot of those were Sci-Fi originals too, Sci-Fi Channel originals. I tried watching some of them. They're a little bit too slow burn for my taste and what have you. So. I've only seen the first Hellraiser. That's fine. The second one is like it's the same movie, really. It's part 2, basically. So that's really what
it's like a clip show of 1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clips from 1 and part 2. Part 1 is, in my opinion, far and away the best.
Oh, yeah.
In that franchise.
Yeah.
So where it was like you have a Friday the 13th where all the sequels have a good quality to them, Hellraiser quality is significantly lower, in my opinion, for the
They
sequel.
do. It does. The only I like to specifically the doctor, just that scene, where he just goes out of that funky coffin and he just says, "To think I hesitated." And I know it was on that Eli Roth show he did for AMC, and they talked to Doug Bradley, and that was just the coolest thing ever when he said, "It's like I see Clyde walking in." He goes, "Who's in charge in here?" He smiles and looks at him and says, "You are." And it he mentioned too he wanted to do a better version of Leviathan, which is basically that black diamond with the light that you see going back like a lighthouse. He wanted his version of Leviathan to be a little bit different, like in the books. I have the Hellbound Heart. I also have his Books of Blood. I'd like to see more movies kind of on that, because he's done a lot, or quite a few movies have been based off of his kind of short stories. Rawhead Rex, Midnight Meat Train needs a 4K.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper, stuff like that. So.
I think I heard today that Kino's doing Body Double on 4K.
Oh, yeah,
that's very cool. That's going to be a good one if that's true.
Yeah,
it makes sense. They did Dress to Kill. That's a Brian De Palma 4K.
Right. You like that one? You like that one more than Dress to Kill?
I like Body Double a little bit more, but
okay.
Dress to Kill, probably the better movie, I would say. But I like Body Double a little more.
What is it? Sorority House Massacre has like the same cover on it, almost. And you look
See,
at
the thing is, in Body Double, there's a killer with a drill. Like Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah.
So it's just, and it's a kind of a, you have to, if you haven't seen Body Double.
Yeah.
You can't really talk about it because what the killer is and all that.
It's like that with movies like, I'd like to see movies like Jade with David Caruso get a 4K. That's a trippy film with what's going on there. Another one, what is it? It's not Faces of Death. It's the one he's in with Nicolas Cage, which is a trippy action thriller type of a flick.
The Face Off?
No. David Caruso is like, his wife's played by Helen Hunt, and she gets killed in a car accident or something like that. He's down on his luck. He gets arrested, and then he has to go undercover. Nicolas Cage is this mob boss's son. He's doing push-ups in there with this chick, and he's going, "Damn girl, how much do you weigh?" And it's his most. I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. He's like really, really trippy dude. I'll think about it. It's not Faces of Death, but it's something like that. His buddy, or his wannabe buddy, is this comedian. Kiss of Death. Thank you. Yeah, it's Kiss of Death. It's very good. It's a very good. All over. It's extremely violent. When his he of course, like every mob dude, like A.K. Sopranos, he owns a strip club, and when his father dies, I forget who plays his dad, his mob boss dad, who thinks his son is a total fuck up anyway, and he just starts crying and like shooting, I think, a gun off or something like that, while the stripper's all dancing in front of him. He's just bawling his eyes out. So
great.
It's a good early part by Nicolas Cage. He's a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, he's off the wall trippy. So his Body Double Sony.
I've heard that. You would think it would be a Sony release, but you never know, man. I do nothing matters anymore. Like there's an Indicator release of Body Double over in the UK. I think that's the only Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's. I didn't know which I was getting. This is from Columbia Pictures, and it's the.
Oh, so that's is that a US Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know it had a US Blue. I knew it had an Indicator Blu-ray.
It's an old Blu-ray, so it's I'll say early 2012, 2016. Never mind. But yeah, it's their choice collection. I got it on Amazon pretty cheap and stuff like that. So this has 4 featurettes featuring interviews with Brian De Palma, Melanie Griffith. Oh yeah, that's right. She was in here. Deborah Shelton, Greg Henry, and Dennis Franz. That's a rarity for Dennis. Dennis Franz is a.
I mean, there's only just a few companies that could be doing it. Kino to me seems like the best fit, but I could see Criterion doing it, or even Arrow maybe.
They have
not
a few
studio release.
Yeah, Criterion has a few De Palma films.
Yeah.
If Kino is doing like a lot, I can see them coming up with a 4K of Sisters. I really like De Palma, and I really like Sisters, Margaret Kidder. So.
I mean, Scream Factory did Carrie, which is De Palma, but I mean that's clearly more of a horror movie. So I mean, I kind of don't see them doing.
They also did
Body
They
Double.
also did Raising Cain, John Lithgow. I have that one to slip and stuff like that because that's a fairly new one. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Arrow has Raising Cain also.
Oh, that's
so
right.
You never know, man.
Yeah, never know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I have a double Blu-ray set. 2 movies in one. One that has Face Off, and the other one has Snake Eyes. That's a Prime De Palma film. No, and Nicolas Cage in it, so it's a good film for what it is. So I like it. Yeah, that's pretty much it of what I have. Just a quick update. I thought maybe my Kino release would show up, but it'll probably be later. It's all right. I live in California, so I get it. They take their time with their stuff. I know Chuck did a quick post on Instagram about Impulse, and I'm like going, saying that his order shipped for that, and I'm like going, okay, cool. I replied, cool. It's like just so I just replied like, cool. Maybe mine's coming soon. And I had to get that stupid shop app that they like to go through to track it.
Shopify or whatever.
Yeah. And then I looked, and it's like a quarter away with the stupid bar. So I'm working on it. Because I got that with the Cat in the Brain, because it's Lucio Fulci. I know it's not his best film, but it's Grindhouse, and they do cool releases with their stuff too.
Yeah, I like Grindhouse releasing a lot.
Yeah. So
not to be confused with Grindhouse Video.
Yeah.
Which is a shithouse company.
So, that was good. Yeah, I love Kisses of Death Spicy. It must have a Blu-ray release, but it's probably an old one. Was a Criterion picked up that Inland Empire. Show it off one more time. This guy right here, not a media book, so I'm kind of disappointed because mostly Criterion's done a lot of like all of Lynch's films up to this, or this one, but this is a double set because it's a big film. This is the first one he did digitally, I think it mentions. So Laura Dern's in here.
I'm sure Spicoli's a big David Lynch fan.
Yeah. And Laura Dern's in here, so I mean she's been in my favorite Lynch film, Blue Velvet. So it's cool to see her in here. This is an all-star Lynch cast, really.
Laura Dern, the Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, she
was in Wild at Heart too.
Yeah, that's from Shout Factory. I had that on my Amazon wish list.
Wild at Heart. Is it a Kino?
I don't think it's Kino. I saw it on my Amazon wish list as Shout.
I think that's my favorite Lynch, which again is not saying anything. I don't like
that. No, it's okay.
But
no,
I think was my favorite.
He's not for everybody. So
he's not for anybody. He's not for anybody. But some people like him a lot. I get it. I just don't. Him or Cronenberg, really not my deal.
That's right, David Lynch, my favorite.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Very good. I did love the stream that you did on Possessor. Going through that. Oh yeah. I remember. I almost forgot about that ending scene. I saw that on a Hulu, and the uncut version of that. And yeah, I forgot that Bean's character survives, and that the child is the one that says, "Get me out," and I'm like, damn, it's a femme fatale type of a film. It's really, but yeah, it's really good. It's like that's the only one I've seen from him. I do have Infinity Pool. I still need to watch that, and then Antiviral. I have that on my wish list with Possessor.
Antiviral is the weakest.
Right.
Of the three, in my opinion, but
starting to collect.
Some people love it. I didn't think it was near as good as Possessor. And then Infinity Pool, I think, is just a little bit of a step down from Possessor, but it's still good.
Yeah, and like with that, from Criterion, from the sale, they got scanners available again on Amazon, but of course it's Amazon, so that'll take a while. That should be here in a couple days. And I'm like going, that's I have to get that.
Like to me, something like Scanners, for instance. I don't care for the movie, but that will be a 4K down the line. Like I really try and picture in my head, like what's going to be a 4K relatively quickly. And it's like, you know, sometimes you can kind of look at them and go, of course, that's going to be a 4K. Like for instance, The Fly. Now I know that's a Fox title and Disney owns Fox and blah, blah, blah. I get all that, but sooner or later there will be a 4K of The Fly. It's not if, it's when.
It's when.
So
yeah, absolutely.
I'll wait, you know.
I had that. I got that Fly box set from Screen Factory cheap. You can still get that pretty cheap. And that has, and I forgot that was Fox. I'm like, oh shit, that's right, that's Fox. So that's the Fly and Fly 2 in there.
Well, that's like another big thing with me, like why I'm kind of anti-box set, because every movie that I own, I want to like 100%. I want to own it and have a reason for owning it. In that box set, I would definitely want the first remake, and I would be okay with owning the sequel to that remake. The rest of them I'd have no interest in. So even if it is cheap, I'm still got to deal with these extra titles.
It was cool because they just released that in the set. It'd be cool if Scream actually did those individually. But
I bet I could see down the road Vinegar Syndrome doing The Fly 2.
Oh yeah.
You know, it'd be awesome if they did The Fly 1, but I bet I could see them doing the sequel for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, that's pretty much it, everybody. I appreciate you all who joined. To me, Brad kind of bullshit a little bit and just some quick pickups and other pickups. And whenever I get my Kino in, I'll probably do a quick live stream on that down the line.
Everybody's got Kinos coming.
Yeah, everyone's have Kinos coming eventually. And yeah, to Brad's point and everybody else, it's like, you know, just space yourself and just wait for the big sales, because he's right. Wait till November.
With the Kino stuff, I have never missed out on a slip ever. Now, I'm not waiting 3 and 4 sales generally, but you know, I'll wait for at least one sale,
right,
and see the price go down, and then maybe I'll keep waiting. And you know, $14.99, $17.99 4Ks with a slip.
And tell us how you really feel spicy. And yes, I have 2 Lynch films, Original Dune and Mulholland Drive, both 4K. Looking to get rid of both. Love it. Preach it.
Mulholland Drive 4K. What's that from? Is that Criterion?
Yes, I think so. Maybe not. It may be a foreign release, I think, because I don't think.
I was thinking of picking that up for WTF stream because, you know, Carter wants to do
Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, he wants to do Mulholland Drive. It's out there.
I was wondering if you ever did that one.
No, I know. I've seen it. I know the jump scare with the street witch and all that. I mean, yeah.
Oh, the street witch. Yeah, I always found that interesting. Like these random conversations. I have to say, quick for that, the scene with the wannabe assassin or whatever like that in the apartment building is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like it happens. The maid is there. Something happens there. The vacuum cleaner or something's on. He breaks that. He's a good actor too. It's an all-star cast of people. It's like, but when I did kind of, I may do my ranking of Lynch films. But Mulholland Drive is definitely up there for me.
You should definitely do some rankings, you know. You know, all this like top 5s and stuff. Like we do top 5s on Alan's channel something that we would all have some interest in doing.
Yeah.
You know, it would be, you know, fun for everybody to do. But they're going to be top 5s that are only for one person.
Yeah.
You know, so
that career stream is going to be very cool and interesting. That's a very good idea.
We built that around Ryan.
Yeah.
Because Ryan's got a million he's an archaeologist. He's a goddamn he's like the nerds from Silence of the Lambs with the bugs. He had a full career with that. He's in all kinds of shit. So it'll be just fun. And,
the bugs?
And Alan hates his job more than any person on the planet. I've never in my life met anyone that hates work more than Alan. So it'll be great just having him on just to do that, you know, and it's just going to be fun. Brian,
just say this, Mike.
Brian's been in the restaurant business his whole career, so restaurant movies are always fun, you know. So it'd just be a fun one, man.
For me, I'll have to do that one time, just going on Amazon and just punching it. For me, it would be my first kind of real job, which was a summer one, was working in an apartment complex, helping them out, like
property management.
Yeah, property management, and then of course I worked at Target for a while. My dad warned me about that. It's retail, and now I work in the grocery business. Oh my God.
Oh, one of the best slashers ever is a grocery.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And then
slasher.
and then one was
what's it called?
right.
I have it up there.
Killer in a grocery store. Yeah,
Killer
it's
in a grocery
the cover
store.
ever.
Sam Raimi. The Raimi brothers did it. Fuck, what is it called? I'm blanking on it. It's a Synapse Films release.
Right. I know what it is, which is kind of funny.
Fuck, I can't think of it for some reason.
Even with the and then after working at Target, then going into the grocery business, which it is a union job, and there's a few union movies, one particularly with Richard Pryor, that I would highly recommend. I haven't seen it in years, but it's a pretty powerful film. That was just a thing through school. I applied for it, working in a wastewater treatment complex.
Intruder.
Yeah, Intruder. And wastewater treatment, boy, I'm sure there's a few movies based off of that. I mean, I make fun of it with the youngins at my job and stuff like that. If they have to take care of the garbage, and I saw one of my youngin baggers like toss one of the garbage in there, says it stinks in here. I look at him, it says when I was your age, during my program through school and stuff like that, I had to clean a grit tank. If you don't know what that is, and having apartments across from the plant or houses that are so cheap, the reason why they're so cheap, because they have that stupid perfume spray that they spray all the time to get rid of to mask the smell. So, so I'm sure there's something in there for that. All right, guys, thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Thanks to Caveman for joining. I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you. Yes, yeah, we know it's Criterion Spicy. We appreciate that, of course. And Alan, thank you for doing a quick in there. I appreciate that. You all take care. We'll talk to you all in the next one, guys.
See ya.